Hi, boys and girls. This week we thought that it would be fun to put writing and science together to do a little bit of research on an animal. We've been learning about animal habitats in science, so we thought that this week you could pick your own animal and do a little bit of research on it. So you can choose an animal that is one of your favorite animals, or maybe it's just an animal that you don't know very much about. But you get to choose your own animal, and each day we're going to learn a little bit about it and write a little bit about it. So the first thing that you'll need to do is choose your animal. You can choose one that you already know a little bit about or one that you don't know much about. So for my animal, I chose a koala bear. I have always been in love with koala bears. I just think they're adorable and cute, and I only know a little bit about them, so I thought this was a good opportunity for me to learn more about them. So for Monday Science, you're going to draw a picture of the animal that you're going to do some research on. And when you draw your picture, we want you to draw your animal in its habitat. So for example, if you picked an animal that lives in the ocean that you're going to do research on, you would need to draw it in an ocean habitat. Or if you are doing a certain type of penguin that lives in Antarctica, you're going to need to draw that penguin in its polar habitat. Now, I want you to notice, boys and girls, when I did my picture, I not only drew it, I drew the koala bear in the eucalyptus trees because I know that that's what they like to eat. But I want you to also notice that I took the time, and it did take me a little more time, but I took the time to color it and color it neatly. So when you are doing your picture of your animal for science, I encourage you to color it and color it neatly and make it as beautiful as you can make it. So here is my koala sitting in its habitat in a eucalyptus tree, and here's the word koala. Now for writing today, I'm going to write about where my animal lives. I'm going to write about its habitat. So using the National Geographic Kids website that Mrs. Reinick showed you a little while ago, I learned that koala bears live in Australia. They live in the continent of Australia, and they can be found in different parts of Australia, but one thing that's in common is that they live wherever there are eucalyptus trees because that's one of the things that they mostly eat. So I'm going to write a sentence or two about where koala bears live. Before I can write my sentences about where my koala bear lives, I need to do a little research on it. So in the plans that we sent to your parents this week, there is a link that will take you to the National Geographic Kids website. Once you're there, you can click on one of the animal groups and see if your animal is there. Or you can go to the search box and type in the name of your animal to see if they have any articles about your animal. When I typed in koala, several different articles came up. So I clicked on one, and in this article, it told me where koala bears live, what they look like, and what they like to eat. Now, if your animal that you're wanting to do is not on the National Geographic Kids website, you are welcome to look at other places on the internet with your parents' permission, or you can use books that you have. Or you can also just choose one of the animals that is on the National Geographic Kids website because you know that there will be information there for you to use all week long. I'm done writing my two sentences about where my animal lives. My two sentences say, koalas live in Australia. They live near eucalyptus trees. So in your sentence or sentences that you write, you can include specific information if they're found in a certain part of the world, like koalas are found in Australia, or you can include information about what kind of a habitat that they live in. For example, koala bears are going to live in places where there are eucalyptus trees. So today, when you're done, you will have a nice picture of your animal that you're doing research on, and you will have a little bit written about where your animal lives. Now we're going to use this same animal all week long. We'll be talking about your animal in science, and you'll be writing different information about your animal in writing.